This should go without saying, but these two guys over here are gay. Here's a picture of them kissing if you're questioning it, and their names are Lue and Rue. I mean, that's enough information. That's all you need. And these guys are not just gay, but they're also clout-hungry influencers who just put people in their own community in danger in Ghana because they came to do some kind of activism to fight for the queer community in Ghana. Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that you live in a country where LMNOP people have rights and they are protected and they are on TV, they are on there was this reality show that they did recently, South Africa.
6 couples came here to test the strength of their relationships.
Yeah, Love Never Lies. There are 2 gay couples in that show. So LMNOP is completely accepted over there. Ghana, on the other hand, is very phobic. Listen, in Ghana, if you are born over here, by default, you have the phobia. You just, as time goes on, you either leave the phobia behind or you continue with it. Majority of people continue with the phobia. Ghana is a very phobic country. But last year, 2024, the president of the country and his people, they squeezed the country. They squeezed us so much that people realized that there are more things they care about than who is sleeping with who. Sam George, the one who was leading the charge to fight against LMNOP stuff in Ghana over here, he got appointed into office, and the pressure he got to reduce data was so much that for a long time he didn't even speak about this. People had forgotten about this. Ghanaians had, I won't say moved on, because the phobia, it comes up every now and then. Every now and then the conversation comes up in this country. But for a while the conversations around it had died down because, again, people realized there are more things they cared about than who is fucking who. There was so much pressure on Sam George to reduce data prices, and he achieved it a little bit, 15%, something like that. And so people now use that, their 15% cheaper data, to go online, and then they see 2 guys kissing in front of the country, the Independence Square Arc. Now listen, I don't really care about the whole disrespect to the country. This country has disrespected me since I was born. Too much for me to give a fuck about any other stuff. But bro, even the LMNOP community in this country, they're not going to do that kind of thing. You came from another country and then came to stand in front of the Independence Square Arc and then took a picture of you kissing. Jesus Christ. Like, if this is not the most clout-hungry shit I've seen, I don't know what is, bro. And like, this whole like activism shit is... it's bullshit, bro.
In our previous videos, you saw us showing Ghana love, and today we're taking you to 2 of the most important and most emotional locations on the strip. The first one is Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. This is where Ghana's very first president stood in 1957 and declared the country's independence, making it the first sub-Saharan African country to break free from colonial rule. Kwame Nkrumah believed that true freedom wasn't just political, it needed to be economic, cultural, and for every African everywhere. And that's why we are here, to remind the world that queer freedom is African freedom too.
That is why you are there doing a fashion photo shoot in expensive fancy clothes. That's why you're there, to show the world that queer freedom is also freedom. That's why you're there. That's not why the fuck they're there. Okay, they're there for their own selves. They want to sell things. After this whole thing, they are going to update their rate card and they are going to increase their prices for whatever thing that they are selling. That's why they're there. And if you think like, oh, why you don't know their pure intentions, they are judging them, then you don't know the internet enough. You don't know these kind of people enough, okay?
Next up, as a fort, and honestly, this one was heavy. The fort was once a holding site for enslaved Africans. People were kept here in cramped dark dungeons before being shipped across the Atlantic. And after the slave trade ended, it became a prison under the British rule. Today, it stands as a reminder of the people who were oppressed and erased for who they were. And in many ways, the fight still exists, just in a different form.
My God, bro. The funny thing is, a lot of those Ghanaian people who were taken as slaves, if they saw this, they will hunt you. They will come and slap you, okay? They wouldn't like this. They'll be more phobic than the people who came and took them and sold them.
So for us, showing up here as an openly queer couple, claiming space where people were once punished for existing, it was rebellious, it was necessary.
It was completely unnecessary. This is the thing that really pisses me off about this kind of thing. It's like, you just come out of nowhere, this busybody lifestyle, you just come out of nowhere and then you want to come and act as if like you have done something. You haven't done shit.
And on this trip, we used that power to love bomb every space we stepped in, to claim joy where it wasn't expected, and to leave traces of queer love where it's so often erased.
How tone deaf do you have to be for you to not realize what this is going to do to your own people in the country? Like, the LMNOP community in this country have not even done that thing before, bro. And then these people came from another country to come and do it, and then hopped on a plane back to their country before posting their pictures. And so now it's one of those rare cases where both Ghanaians and the LMNOP community are angry at the same people. Of course, some people are supporting them. Maybe those people are not in the country, or maybe those people are gullible to this fake activism. This is not activism, by the way. This is just ego masturbation. These people wanted to come and show off themselves. They wanted another photo opportunity to beef up their online presence and inflate their ego further and like look like they're doing something. They posted a picture and they said something like, imagine how rebellious this is or whatever it is. Like, now the conversation around the bill is going to be resurrected, and this picture of two men standing in front of a Ghanaian historical monument kissing each other is going to be used to fuel the entire thing, and it's going to happen. I don't know what will happen, but with this picture, my God, like, this thing is going to happen much faster than they did before. I mean, I never really cared about the whole bill issue. I never even looked at it until I saw something where they said they're going to criminalize oral sex. That's a big problem for me, you understand? Because now I have to remove that service from my rate card, and that's less money for me and less pleasure for my sugar mummies. Although now I have put a clause in there where they have to fly me out of the country when the bill is passed, so that you understand. In every problem there's an opportunity, but that's been my only problem, because if we can't leak, then what is life? Because some of the language in the bill, the last time I saw it, it overlaps, it affects everybody. It's not just LMNOP, you understand? That's when I started really caring. But like, these guys may have done more potential damage to their own movements than they realize, and it's all because of some stupid clout. You want like internet, you want to look like you're a hero, bro. I could care less about this whole thing, but I just really hate people that do this performative thing. I hate it so much. Like, I even hate it when Christians do it, when they do like this fake persecution, like, oh my God, they are trying to come to us. I really hate it. And even as a Christian, imagine this. Imagine like there are people in countries where like they're being actively, they're trying to kill them for preaching the gospel, right? And so they are hiding, they are doing the church underground. They're trying to make sure that the gospel is going far and wide, but they're trying to keep it down the low because the country they are in, the powers that be have more power than they will ever have to change the system. And then somebody comes to a historical monument in that country and starts singing, "Glory are you, Lord God." And that causes the authorities to become more vigilant, and then they go and capture the people and then they destroy them. What have you done? What have you done in that situation? Anyway, I still want to ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave a comment below what you think about the whole thing, what you think about this issue. And if you're in the community, let's see you in the comments below. Drop yours. Let's see your opinions. If you live in the country especially, yeah, let's know what you think in the comments below. Tell us what you think. Usually I'll try to look at things from the other side and like try and see like the broader context and all these things, but this is absolutely crazy. These guys, they didn't come and do anything for anybody. They came for themselves, and which is why both groups are angry at them. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that they're probably in their room somewhere right now crying to themselves about how like we're just trying to help the world. Why are they doing this to us, bro? It's so crazy to me. I hate this kind of thing in relating to any situation. I really hate these kind of people. But I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Sing the song.
People are gonna never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fi share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People are gonna never ever ask you to like and subscribe,